My name is Germaine Patricia Wilson, and this is the unfolding of a movement.
And the living is easy. You know the song?
So I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a singer. I like to think of my childhood sort of like preparation for the good times in my life and the bad time in my and bad times in my life. And I say that because my parents were pretty much well off, but I was sent to go to school with my I was sent to live with my grandmother to go to school because where my parents lived was very far from I guess good schools. So it was easier, seeing that my cousins and another sister was there, for all of us to go to school together. So, and then my grandmother, she was a little poor. So yeah. So I had experience the experience of what it was like not to have. And then on the weekends when I go home, I'm going home to this big house, but during the week I'm not in such of a, posh area and like that, yeah. I remember when I was in my early 20s, someone said to me that it was a colleague. He was not my boss, but he worked in the company, and he heard me sing, and he would always try to encourage me, to push myself in singing. And one day he said to me that, Germaine, you are keeping yourself back from becoming the biggest, well, I guess, singer at that time, that and growing you are keeping yourself back from your talent. And I didn't understand how he could say that. I wasn't sure what it meant. And looking back, I realized that is my biggest obstacle, my fear of the unknown, my fear that, what if it doesn't work? I would say Dare to Live to me means being present in the moment, being present in now, what's happening now, and embracing now. Because sometimes we want to live in the past, or we try to get to the future, and the in between, we miss out the simplest things in life. And daring to live is being able to, when you reach to that point where there's nothing left, when you hit rock bottom, where everything seems to be spiraling down in your life, and what you hope for yourself or dream for yourself, or tragedies, tribulations are happening, and you get lost in it, rather than stopping to say, okay, this is the moment, this is what it is, but I'm alive. I can let go because I'm alive, and because I'm not alone, I'm loved by God. That's what it is. Don't give up on yourself. Despite your circumstances, whatever comes at you, whatever fears you have, that if you stand firm in your belief of who you are, that you can do it, you can become what you desire or feel that deep down inside you is supposed to be for you. And hold your own hand, give your own self a hug, talk to yourself despite the circumstances, the challenges, might say that this could never be. And if you need help, don't be afraid to pray. Don't be afraid to trust that prayers will be answered. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. In the moment, the one thing I want that I don't have is my own family. I've always wanted, I always thought by now that I would be married and have, children. And I feel like what are you if you don't have the love of family? I mean, even though I have my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, I feel like if the time when I'm supposed to leave my mother and father and go out and start my own family, and part of me is transferred to someone else, to another human being in terms of flesh and blood, not just a part of me in terms of sharing my experiences or talent with them, but part of me as flesh and blood. It's the one thing that I feel in the moment right now in my life that I'm longing for. I am, however, slowly surrendering to God with that, and being able to trust in His love and His thoughts for me, because His thoughts are greater than mine for myself. And I feel like, should that not happen, that I'll be okay. It's different in each day and each moment, because some days I really long for and feel hurt and cry, and some days I'm okay with it. So that's why I say I'm slowly surrendering, because even though in my prayers I say, God, I'm surrendering this to you, I still feel hurt. And I know that when I reach that place where I don't feel that pain, that I've truly surrendered it over to Him, trusting in His love and what His destiny is for me. I truly believe that time doesn't really exist, and that time is really God's. So my 40-something years of life is probably just a blink of 1 second for Him.
Never know how much I love you. I never know how much I care.
I know that I haven't unfolded all that I can be, but I know that I am who I am because of others. It's a journey, and one thing I'm sure of is family, my love for God, and my love for life, and embracing life, and wanting to share that with others. But I'm growing.
So hush, little baby, don't